Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we'll be talking about completely different stuff than we usually do. We will talk about earplugs from a brand called Saccater. Did I pronounce the brand correctly? Saccater, yeah. We have the Focus, the current model, Link, the neckband accessories, and in the middle, Moment, the upcoming new release on Kickstarter. As for the pricing, the Focus is priced at around $26, Link, the neckband, is $21, and the upcoming Moment, it is a bit expensive. The retail price is $36, but for Kickstarter crowdfunding price is at $24, and the early bird price, which is limited to only 300 units, is only at $20. Before we get started, a big thanks to Saccater for sending over all of these items. Rest assured, as always, my review is 100% my own personal opinion. Wait, stop, don't close this video yet. You might want to stick around on why this specific Saccater earplugs is different from your typical ordinary earplugs. Especially if you by any chance have a very sensitive hearing and have issues with anxiety or depression. And no, Saccater does not market this as an earplugs to cure anxiety and depression. Your best option that I recommend if you do have anxiety and depression, like me, is to consult with a certified psychologist or psychiatrist. But anyway, let's break the chain. Stop with the stigma of mental health being a taboo topic, because I will talk about anxiety and depression and why these earplugs from Saccater can help at least ease it a little bit. But before we talk about what's so special with these particular earplugs, let me give you the unboxing video of all the products first. Okay, so basically with both Focus and the upcoming to be released Moment, you get a hard case. Inside of the hard case, you get, I believe, 4 pairs of silicone ear tips, while with one already pre-installed on the earplugs itself. I believe the sizing is extra small, small, medium, and large. And of course, you get this pill-like case. Inside of this pill-like case is the earplugs itself. And where is the earplugs? Here it is. It is connected to the link that I will talk about it later. And of course, you get a manual for all of the products. And yes, I do recommend to read at least the manual because it is stating a very important things to protect your hearing, such as this: do not forcefully insert earplugs into your ears, and also when removing the earplugs, use slow twisting motions, and I will talk about it later. And for the link, the manual, there is a usage steps that is kinda. They said that there's no need to remove the ear tip. And first of all, let's talk about the build. This hard case was kinda nice. It is, yeah, you can store it. I just said nice and the ear tips fell off, but anyway, let's pretend that did not happen. As for the pill case of the earplugs itself, it's fine. It does not have this cheap feeling plastic, which means it feels sturdy. And you can hook the pill case to a lanyard or your keychain. Actually, the whole part of this pill case is made from silicone. And inside of this pill case, this is actually rubber, which is very nice. As for the earplugs itself, the Focus and the Moment have different builds. Oh, also if you're curious, did they have like color option? Yes, they do have a lot of very unique color options. As for the earplugs itself, the Focus and Moment have different builds. Well, the Focus, from the ear tips to the stem of the earplugs itself, uses all food-grade material silicone. Let me grab the Focus. This one is the Focus. So the material from the ear tips to the stem, it uses all food-grade material silicone, which is very flexible and safe and very smooth. And yeah, basically it's comfortable to use. But even though it is stated as food grade, please don't eat it, obviously. Thank you. As for the moment, the upcoming releases, I believe this one on the stem, it uses some kind of plastic material because this is kinda stiff and it cannot bend. Actually, you know what? Let me compare it directly. You see, this one is the focus. The focus is made purely out of a very smooth silicone, and it is very comfortable, and I will talk about it later on the comfort part. But as for the moment, this is basically like stiff but smooth plastic. This one is, I don't know, how could they make such a plastic build that is so smooth like this. I wear this yesterday like for how many hours? Basically all day, I literally wear this. As for the ear tips itself, this white part is basically just the same as you get with the Focus, the current one. As for the accessories, Link, it is basically a neckband that you can use with the earplugs. It looked like it was made from some kind of paracord material. With the Link, you can carry your earplugs, let's say when you're commuting, especially useful. With the newest to be released Moment earplugs, this one. It is also branded as Saccater. It also has a safety feature that if you for some reason tuck the neckband or it is tangled on something, it has a safety measure that the silicone part of the neckband, this part, will be released. And why did I say this is a safety feature? Do you still remember when I talk about the user manual? If you do, then yeah, because putting in and putting off earplugs or even an IEM, you need to do it, well, the correct way is slowly. Because if you pull or push too hard, the seal created from the ear tips could literally damage your eardrum. So please, be careful and love your hearing. Okay, now let's talk about the earplugs themselves. What makes them different from your traditional earplugs? First of all, the size. The Saccater earplugs is really small. Second, comfort. Especially this one, the Focus one. It is completely made from a super flexible and smooth silicone that I can literally use this to sleep on my side. Yes, you heard that right, aka my ears pressing against my pillow. And for context, I use a latex pillow, which is kinda a bad pair if you're gonna use earplugs while sleeping. And if you don't know why I said latex pillow is kinda a bad pair if you're gonna use earplugs while sleeping, basically latex pillow is like stiff, but it is conforming to your body form or your head form. And what I mean by what makes them different in comfort is I literally don't feel any extra built-up pressure like your typical bullet type or cylinder shaped earplugs, even the moldable earplugs for sleep. And yes, I do use all of those type of earplugs previously due to my anxiety and depression issues that I have. Third one, innovative. Because of the super small and comfortable unique design, and for the upcoming to be released, the Moment, this one, it is even more innovative than the Focus. Why? The Moment uses 600 mesh membrane filters. Based on the info that I get, the Moment is, and yes, I am quoting the conversation I had with the Saccater representative. specifically designed for theater and music festival environments. That being said, you can still wear it in everyday noisy environments. As for the noise reduction rating itself, both the focus and moment are rated at mid-level noise reduction. The focus is rated at NRR 17 and the moment is rated at NRR 13. While the focus is more like your typical earplugs, making all sounds quieter. On the other hand, moment is more innovative. Remember what I quoted earlier. It is designed to be used for theater and music festival environments. And you might ask, why? Again, the moment uses this innovative 600 mesh, making it specifically to let in some sound frequencies more, such as upper bass and lower mid-range. So you can still hear all the music and vocal performance, but it just sounds much more quieter and is safer for your hearing and is more focused on reducing the upper mid-range and higher frequencies. And yes, please use some kind of earplugs if you're gonna go to a theater and music festival or concerts. Because previously in my younger days, I remember going to the Big Bang K-pop boy band concert and I did not understand and know any of these things, and guess what? After those concerts, my ears literally had this ringing sound like "ning" for a week. Yes, for a week. Also remember that I mentioned how these earplugs could help you ease your anxiety and depression issues at least a little bit. And again, yes, I do have those issues myself. That's why I have all those kinds of traditional earplugs in the first place. Okay, storytelling time. The story of Saccater. I will hold this while telling my stories. For me, random loud noises, dog barking or bird chirping, and usually other high frequency sounds makes me feel anxious and like overwhelmed. And probably you can hear a dog barking sound earlier because it is 10 AM and usually my dog is playing in my backyard at this time, so yeah. And previously, I literally always wear an IM or those traditional earplugs without any music playing, just to keep me grounded and not going into a panic attack state. Well, I mean, earplugs cannot play music, but you know what I mean with the IM. Yeah, and if I do by any chance go into those ungrounded feelings, like I'm just existing but not feeling alive, while all I feel are panic and anxiety, anxious without any specific reasons, I would feel even more terrible after that state is done, and that made me even more depressed. Yes, depression and anxiety is like an endless loop. So that's why I really want to break the stigma, especially if you're born as male. And no, I'm not a misogynistic. Usually, society does not give a single care if you're born male. They always say to just suck it up, man, or man up, or you'll get through it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, yes, if you're male, I don't care what people or society says. Sure, some people might judge you that you're just seeking attention and blah 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 blah, but please talk about it if you do have some of these issues. Especially if you have depression, anxiety, or any mental health issues, seek help. For example, talk to your close one. Or if by any chance those close ones don't understand mental health things, and instead of comforting you, they judge you. Please, I said, please, don't take it to your heart. I know it is very hard because it is your close one, and you want to vent, and what you get judged instead. And if by any chance you can afford to go to a certified psychiatrist or psychologist or therapist, please don't hesitate to seek professional help. Okay, so what's the point of the storytelling, rambling, ranting in relation to the Saccater earplugs? Well. First of all, if by any chance you're in the same boat with me, you cannot handle sudden loud noises, or bird chirping, or dog barking, or basically just having a very sensitive hearing, by wearing these earplugs, you can wear it for a very long time, and it's the most comfortable earplugs I have ever wear. And remember, the new upcoming Moment earplugs, this one, the one that lets in some frequency, such as human voice, you basically can wear them anywhere. Let's say, for example, you're commuting, or in a busy train or MRT stations, you can wear them and still hear people talk and hear important announcements. Or even if you're in your office, you can wear them and everything will be just much more quieter. But you can still hear human voices. Let's say your coworker calling you or something. And yes, we, people who has depression and anxiety or any mental health issues, still have to go to certain places such as office or workplace. And yes, we usually feel anxious, depressed, and just force ourselves to do it. Because we need a job to live, to pay bills and other stuff. And I have tasted the moment the new upcoming to be released, you can still hear motorcycle or car horn while wearing them. But again, I believe it is written in the manual. If you're going to use the earplugs while driving or riding a bike, please check if your local laws allow you to wear some type of earplugs or noise-reducing items while driving or riding a bike. Also, even if you don't have any mental health issues, let's say if the law in your countries allowed you to use noise reduction items, please use it, especially if you're riding a bike. When I still do my office jobs, long exposure to traffic noises, it's not exactly long, it's just like 45 minutes of commuting time going back from office to home using my bike actually makes my ears ring. But sadly, in Indonesia, I believe the law prohibits us bike riders from using any kinds of noise reduction items. Another example, let's say you're working with loud equipment such as vacuum or pressure washer that sounds loud. You can use the focus to reduce and protect your hearing. But as for context, a construction workers, you might need to check if the noise reduction rating of the focus or moment is suitable for your working environment. Okay, that's all I have to say on this Saccater earplugs. To recap, let's say you need an earplugs to sleep. Your best option would be the Focus, because it is made from all soft silicone and is very comfortable even for side sleeping. If you need an earplugs for theater or music festivals or concerts, your best bet would be the upcoming to be released moment earplugs. If you need an earplugs just literally to reduce daily random background noises, like you're commuting or working in your office, your best option would be the moment paired with the link. Because you might want to be able to easily remove the earplugs for a moment and probably put it back into your ears again. The link neckband is really convenient, though it is kinda, to be honest, for a neckband it is kinda expensive in a way. But anyway, why I said the link is really convenient, you won't lose your earplugs. So, for example, you're removing your earplugs and it accidentally dropped to the toilet or something. If you use the moment, it will just hang on your neck and between your chest. And if by any chance you're having mental health issues just like I do, first of all, you got this. Know that you are loved and you are worthy of living. And please, just break the stigma. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just talk it out. Try it with your close one, or someone that you know won't judge you for you just being yourself. And yes, my voice is dying. And if by any chance you can afford professional help, please do it. It might be scary at first to open up telling that you're having these kind of issues to a random strangers like, you know, the doctors and the therapists, but trust me, it helps a lot. And if we stick to the topic of choosing what Saccater earplugs suit your situations, your best bet, if you have some kind of mental health issues and you're in the same boat just like me, sound is one of the triggers for my anxiety and depression. Your best options would be to have both the focus and moment. Or if you can afford the link, it would be a nice convenient addition to have. And as for me, I can't sleep without wearing earplugs for a very long time. And even when I'm doing nothing, like I said earlier, I literally use an IM or earplugs all day long. But thankfully, those was in the past. And I, again, will break the chain, the stigma of talking about anxiety, especially for male, is a taboo topic. No, it's not. Please talk about it. And again, I would remind you, as a clarification, Saccater does not ask me to talk about their products and relating them to mental health solutions. It is just my real testimonial because I have those issues myself. And I found these earplugs helps even just to ease it a little bit. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Thanks a lot for sticking around till the end. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like, hit those subscribe buttons and share it with your friends. And please remember, be kind to each other. You don't know what others have gone through in their life, so please be kind. Also check the description, I will put all those Saccater items that I talked in this video there. And if you're confused while opening the website, if it looked like the earplugs is very expensive, it is actually in Hong Kong dollar. So just convert it to USD or your currency. And just in case you want to directly support me, all the links are in the description. And in the end, I would like to give you some kind of demonstration, but it is simulated. So it would not be an accurate representation of what the earplugs would do, but I will make a simulated noise reduction example. if you're wearing these earplugs, and what is the difference while wearing the focus and the moment. Okay, thanks for hearing all the rants and review and all of this stigma and stuff. I don't know why I do this, but I do this. Anyway, we'll talk again in the next video. Bye for now.